and he was leg kicked. Right?
Talking about the McGregor fight.
He did a leg kick, and you could see like extended really far onto it and just caught it with his foot. And he pulled back and he didn't act anything. But then later on, he like goes back to like dodge a punch and then like come off his back foot. And when he goes to come off,
does it just go point?
That one that he kicked with, bam, just like that, just like it's like shit.
So how long did he fight with the thing broken before it just snapped?
He went down.
Maybe a minute 30.
He fought for a minute and a half.
Yeah,
with a broken leg, and then it was like
it was probably
fuck this, I'm
fractured.
done.
Yeah.
Well, fractured. It's.
I mean, I don't know. I have no clue, but I'm just sure it was probably pretty weak, and then just that step was over.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was probably broken, and he finally just displaced it. Yeah,
those are the worst, man.
We were at the tavern and they were like showing it, and I'm like, "Are we gonna see it?" And Kevin's like, "No, you have to pay for it to see it." And I'm like, "Oh, you have to pay $60 to see it." So how long was the fight? It was like what, a round and a half?
Yeah, like maybe 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 minutes for $60.
Well, you get all the other fights too.
I mean,
there's a bunch of other fights. There's like 5 other fights. Phil, I know where you're going with this.
We're going to the song.
Who's there? It's Rahr. Who's there? It's Rahr. Come fill your time. This pot's for all. From the Finger Lakes, join in the call. Learn something new about the Cuca Trail. Upstate New York, every episode I tell. Who's there? It's Rahr. Who's there? It's Rahr. It's Rahr.
5 minutes. I'm like, come on.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I got a story for you after the show.
Oh.
What did you get? Was it with that same thing?
No.
Well, anywho.
Hi, Jamie.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jamie. I hope you enjoyed your elk excursion.
2 weeks. You were gone for 2 weeks.
Is that what they call it? As an elk excursion?
I believe that's exactly what they call it.
Yeah.
Yes. Good morning.
I just saw him with his white suit, white on white, with a giant elk head in his hands.
I was sad that they don't make him wear it like that.
Yeah.
That'd been really
like,
cool.
Would you wear it on top of your head or like on your head?
They'd probably want it on top of your head.
Yeah.
But I think like just putting an elk head on your head would be interesting.
Feels very. Have you ever seen Dragnet?
No.
Oh man, you gotta watch Dragnet with Dan Aykroyd.
Okay.
And the guy from MASH. And man, I don't even know who else is in it. Great movie. They're cops and they're infiltrating this like pagan, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to go dress up undercover as pagans, and they got like goat legs on and stuff. It's sketchy. Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
Wow.
But it feels like something that, if it didn't have to have that pagan stuff with it, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Jamie's saying they're not pagans, if you're wondering. It's
wow, 6,800 elks. That's a lot of elks.
Wow.
I mean, what's the most elks you've seen in one place at one time?
The elk farm in Watkins Glen.
Yeah, what, like a couple dozen?
Maybe 12. Yeah.
6,800? Wow.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Newbie's seen it. Newbie's seen it.
Okay.
Yeah,
on top
Dan Aykroyd's awesome.
Newbie and you are always, you got like movie quotes.
Yeah.
You guys got similar.
Newbie wants to come on the show and he wants to do it remote from the ambulance bay.
Okay. What's a Virgin Galactic?
I don't know. What does that mean?
Yeah, the Virgin Galactic. So that must be what's his name? Who's the billionaire that owns Virgin?
Branson.
Yeah.
Branson. Must be Branson's
he's in
rocket
space.
ship.
Oh.
Is he on it?
I guess he's in space right now.
How crazy is it that Bezos just said, yeah, no, I'm quitting Amazon.
Right.
And also I'm going to take your $10 billion and I'm going to fly into space.
People are bored.
Like, what were the odds of that?
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be a part of it.
So Virgin Galactic took off.
So Newbie wants to do live from the ambulance corps.
How cool would that be?
That'd be cool. Yeah. Sorry, Noob. Didn't mean to cut off your topic. I just had to know what a Virgin Space Galactic.
Richard Branson sets off his voyage to space aboard Virgin Galactic space plane.
Why?
What? Look at that thing.
What is he doing? I like how he's promoting.
So
Virgin.
that goes into what do you mean?
Like he's going in space with that, right?
Yeah. Well, it's his company. Why wouldn't he?
I know he's going to space. Who's going to see it in space?
How many people are going to see this picture? Lots and lots. Oh, of course he's with Musk.
Oh boy,
hanging out with Elon. I'll tell you what.
What?
You think? I bet that'd be a blast. Could you imagine just hanging out with Elon Musk for the day?
Yeah. Can you imagine having that much money and still having horrible hair? That's bad.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, he's got like
bad.
It's bad. Dude.
He's got like a Kim Jong-un kind of haircut.
Yeah. And I mean, look at me. I'm sure everyone's staring at me right now. My hair. I didn't even comb my hair today. But still, if I was rich, I'd have nice hair. Believe me.
I'm just gonna show people that are watching.
I would have curls. I think I would do like curls.
Sure.
Oh.
You know those like boyish curls.
No.
You know those ones I'm talking about,
No,
like the
don't do
Heath
that.
Ledger curls.
Oh my God, he's hot.
Yeah.
I miss him.
Like that.
Miss him much.
Just showing people what this plane looks like, or this, I don't know what this space odyssey thing. I don't know. It's kind of nuts. Anyway, just
That
wanted
sounds
people
great.
to see that.
So
It's
what
pretty
was
cool.
this? What was this Bezos thing? Where did that come from? When did that happen?
Man, was it maybe the 5th of July?
I've really been missing out. Huh?
Yeah, I want to say
Wow.
Monday. He announced that he would, he was going to step down from Amazon
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
after like 27 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's taking it over.
Didn't he just get divorced not too long ago?
He
right?
did just get divorced.
Everyone got.
I wonder if he
divorced.
had to sell Amazon so that he could split it with her.
Or maybe it's like a midlife crisis. You know, it's like you get divorced. You decide you just want to have a spaceship instead of the old van you're driving around.
Can you believe
know?
we gave him $10 billion and what he bought like MGM Grand or something with it?
Did he really?
Yeah. And then
Wow.
at the same time, he's got like 8.5, or no, he bought MGM Grand for 8.5 billion.
Mhm.
At the same time that he got 10 billion to bail out his space company. And then now he's going into space on the space, whatever, on this rocket, or
It's
I
great.
don't know if
So Bezos is on that rocket too?
different one.
Oh, on a
I don't
different
know.
rocket.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't look. Eddie, is Bronson?
I think it was Branson.
I think it's Branson.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not
Charles
sure.
Bronson's the guy from Death
Yeah.
Wish. Is Branson actually going into space on the thing, or is he just sending it into space? Let us know.
Check in with us. Wow,
Yeah.
it's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Everybody's
crazy.
trying to go into all these billionaires, just like all racing to go to space. It kind of, if it wasn't for the fact that they're getting just massive chunks of taxpayer money, it would warm my heart a little bit to see these guys doing that, because it's kind of a neat idea that private companies are starting to break into that, except that they're not really private companies. I mean, they're private companies, but they get so much money from you and me that like you can't really consider that private anymore.
No, I guess
And
not.
NASA has a lot to do with Elon Musk stuff too, right? Like they play a big part into it. I
Well,
believe.
right. So with all of them, they're basically just vying for NASA contracts
right.
for
okay.
a big I mean, that's a big chunk of what they're doing.
Oh.
They'll also be able to send up satellites and stuff like that. But
How did Starlink turn out? Is that actually going yet?
Starlink, was that the satellites where they're going to have satellite internet?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't have satellite internet yet. So
I wonder if some people are already using it. So it'll be interesting.
let us know if you're using Starlink right now. Oh, yeah. So Branson is on the ship.
Nice.
That's cool.
Guys, I'm bored with the Earth. I want to get out.
Yeah. Earth
Do you ever?
just has water and women and sunshine, and like we don't need that.
Beer.
Beer. Yeah.
Wine.
Elon Musk says it's like the human. I don't know. Who knows if he's right? But he says it's like our job's to keep expanding ever outward.
Yeah. He also wants to put chips in everybody's brains,
Right?
So that we can talk without having to talk.
Right. So
Ooh.
that's where his like motivation is. He feels like our job is to just keep like going and like
Proliferate.
colonizing and keep expanding. And so, I mean, it's kind of a cool idea. It's better than saying, hey, I just want to sit here and go to work 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 every day and then go home and drink a couple beers and sit in my kiddie swimming pool in my trailer. And yeah,
I feel like there's something somewhere in between, you know?
Hmm.
There's something somewhere in between there.
well, I mean, if you get like
You can
you
engage
get a
with the
big
world.
paycheck, you can go up above a kiddie pool.
I think in between those two things is engaging with the world. And I think that might be a good thing for a lot of people.
I think so too.
Fine.
You should. It's
I'm
good.
just saying. I mean, it's better than sitting in your kiddie pool drinking natty ice, natty lights. Yeah.
I don't know. Sitting in a kiddie pool drinking Natty Light. I mean, I don't like
Nice.
Natty Light,
I thought you were gonna say Miller High Life.
but
That's a little rich for my blood.
even you
but-
just throw me some, man, anything drinkable. You just throw me anything. Even you just throw me some Jenny Creams and sit me in a kiddie pool. I mean, that's not a bad way to spend a day in the summertime. Not like all your days, but like
Just
a
some
day.
days. Just
Yeah.
some days.
Just like every once in a while, sit in a kiddie pool, just your feet, you know.
Yeah, but it's like glory, right? Think about Elon Musk and
With
Branson.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, sure.
Denzel Washington.
It's
He's
like
in glory.
if you get a chance to be the first person to like make it to Mars, like you win, right? You'll be known for it forever.
That's true.
Mm.
So it's
You're
like
immortal.
it's like eternal glory, right?
Oh, is that what they're striving for?
I mean, think about it. You're already rich beyond measure. So what else do you have to make yourself the best, right? You got to do something no one's ever done before.
What's the deal with, didn't I hear somebody was going to send their DNA on like a thumb drive on some satellite or something? So if the Earth died, that they could, I don't know, the aliens could use the thumb drive to.
Really?
Well, didn't Jeff blow my mind about saying that the sun was going to burn out or blow up or something?
Oh, yeah.
In like billions of years? Because I'm just like, wait, is this tomorrow? Is this like next week? Of course not. But
They
I'm
wouldn't
like,
get lucky enough.
but I'm like, that's a crazy concept.
She's like, oh my God. And I've got a kid. And he's like,
no.
yeah. So like in 5 billion years, he said that the sun is halfway to being dead.
Yeah. Interesting.
And I'm like, oh, so about like what, another 4 billion years? He's like, probably closer to 5.
We'll be gone.
Okay.
Well, Earth,
No.
this place, everyone will be off it and they'll be colonized.
You think
different.
Earth will be gone before the sun is gone?
I think.
I'll lay down some money on that.
No, well, see,
Me too.
like you want to do like $5 because there's probably a lot of people in hell or heaven that I owe a lot of money to right now. So I don't want to put myself too short when I get up there. No, by then,
yeah.
What do you think? I guarantee. How tough do you think it would be to colonize Mars? Elon Musk makes it sound easy. But
Man,
who knows?
did you hear what the plan is that he came up with?
What's that?
Well, you'd basically have to set off repetitive nuclear explosions in order to have it be warm enough, and in order to have an atmosphere. You just have to set off nukes.
He wants
just
to
over
break
and
the
over.
polar ice cap on each.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
plan. Okay.
Basically creating like an artificial sun. Not really, but like a smaller version, a little space heater for Mars.
Wow.
I just thought it would be like bubbles, like big bubbles.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you really want to live in a bubble?
I mean, I don't know.
I have no interest in living in a bubble.
Kind of like the Jetsons.
I mean,
I'm just thankful that I'm alive during this
Yeah.
like million-year period of human existence when we don't have to live on Mars and we can live on Earth, and it's still pretty nice. I mean,
It's beautiful.
there are some things
Well, yeah.
that I feel like I would do really well 200 years ago. Like 200 years
Yeah.
ago, I would have been pretty happy.
Not me.
I would have been described as a witch.
If we could go back 250, I mean, I'd commit some treason against the British.
You'd be a
Yeah.
witch.
I would be a witch, I'm sure. I'd be like doing some weird stuff and they'd call me a witch. Yeah. And then I'd get sank and they'd find out I wasn't really a witch and then it'd be too late.
Nah, George Washington would send the troops after you for not
Your mom
wanting to
would
pay
defend you.
taxes
Your
on
mom
your
would
whiskey.
defend you.
That's true.
We talked last week. We talked about the whiskey rebellion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
It is pretty crazy. I tried to get Brian to come on today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
He's got his kid, so he can't.
Well, we'll get him another time.
Yeah.
He's in though, for
Yeah.
sure.
So, newbie, I was pretty much describing the song Trailer Hood by, I believe that's, shoot, I can't remember. Is it Toby Keith? Yeah.
Trailer hood.
Yeah. Watch the video, Trailer Hood.
Okay.
It's like Toby Keith in a trailer park and just like your prototypical like trailer park, you know, sitting around drinking beers in your mini pool with floaties and lawn chairs and all that.
What's big about the video?
It's just funny. It's
Oh.
funny. Yeah, like
Oh.
the trailer. See, I grew up in Dundee. There's like lots of trailer parks in Dundee, so it's like when you see stuff like that, it's supposed to be like funny. Like you ever seen Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, I love Trailer
You know
Park
how
Boys.
Trailer Park Boys is supposed to be funny? Well, we'll watch it in Dundee, and it's sad how true it is. Like shit like this happens. Like everyone's like, "Oh,"
And you're like,
that's-
oh, Bill.
they're like, "Oh, that's really funny," and like Mary and I are like we know that guy." Like,
Hey, is that Tim?
like seriously, it's a true story.
Trailer Park Boys is hilarious.
Eddie's asking a question.
All the kiddies.
When you go to a wedding and they give you all $2,500 in flowers, what the hell do you do with them?
Eddie, that's easy. You give them to ladies.
Resell
Ladies.
Ladies.
Oh.
capitalism.
I want to see a picture of these flowers.
Resell.
Yeah.
$2,500 in flowers. Well, with what flowers cost nowadays, that's like what, enough to fill this table almost.
So Eddie,
Right.
I know a guy. Just give me a text. I know a guy.
You
I'll
know a
get
guy.
those
Eddie,
flowers
all
off
you
your
got to
hands.
do
Funeral?
is
Nice.
you find a lady that you want to make a grand gesture to, and
Oh.
you break into her house. This is like
God.
this is the sensitive part.
Duh.
I'm not.
Like break some windows?
No.
No.
You
Don't-
just like
don't
usually
cause property
just
damage.
don't. You set up the flowers all around the
We
house.
just lost like 3 viewers. They're like, I do not want to be privy to this conversation.
Don't do that. Don't break into front porch. Whatever. Send them to her at work. No, that's because you don't want to get
No, you don't want to
Picked
do
up-
that.
you don't want to get like harassy.
Right. And, like, so you don't, but you just said break in her house.
Yeah.
Don't break in anybody's house. That's stupid.
So don't put it on her bed.
Porch.
It's open.
Eddie, what you can do is just rip all the petals off and then just like do like a cute little petal thing to yourself laying like on a bed with a bear or on a bearskin rug or something.
You could in your bubble bath. You
Yeah.
sprinkle
Oh.
all of them into your bubble bath so you can smell nice.
Everyone is beeping. Nice. Just put a sign out that says "Ladies."
Everyone is
And you'll be
beeping
okay.
I
at
want
him.
to see this picture of flowers.
Eddie, send us it's rare at gmail.com. Send us a photo of the flowers.
It'd be great. It looks like so much time.
They think you're having like you're on your way to a funeral.
That's funny.
A lot of weddings.
Yeah, I know. A lot of divorces coming up.
It's a good time. It's a good time to be a lawyer.
Oh my
sure
god.
you want to do this?
I worked for this preservation company for a little bit. It was a friend of my dad's, and so
It's rare at gmail.com.
So what you do, like preservation companies, is they take over foreclosed homes
Mhm.
and you preserve the property. And the guy I used to work for, he's funny as hell. He'd be like seeing all these young people buying houses and stuff, and he was just like, it was the job where you hope for the worst for people, right? You're like, well, in 5 years I'll be taking that property over. Like, you get paid
Aw.
extra money, and it's just like, geez, like think about same thing with being a funeral director, right? It's like you're like kind of like
You don't have to rush anybody
If
into the
people-
funeral home. I
if
mean, they're coming to
people-
you eventually.
people are
That's
dying to
true.
see you. I mean,
Stop it.
that's just how it works.
Okay.
You ever thought about these careers where that's like that you get money from the bad? Like it's pretty interesting. It's got to be interesting careers.
I've got to.
I mean, we own bars, so I mean, we do. I guess
We
make money off some people who are having bad times. but
Well,
not that
my
bad.
people are usually very happy, or they're trying to escape their family. One of the two.
Yeah, maybe it's just my place that the people
It's just your
want to come
place.
to just drown their sorrows.
I go to your place. I don't drown my sorrows.
Well,
I don't have any sorrows.
I don't have sorrows. I walk in. I'm like, "Where's Jesse? Not here." I get it. I get it.
Distillery.
Uh,
If you want to see me, that's where I am.
I can't make it
You
there.
got to come up to the distillery because I'm always making booze.
Well, you know what? If you're not there, at least your mom's there, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, I know. My mom is the greatest bartender when someone's like telling her how bad things are going. Because my mom's like her loving level is like low. She's like, she doesn't have much empathy for people, right?
She doesn't.
She has like no empathy. And somebody will be like,
But she's curious about it.
yeah, she'll hear.
She wants to hear
But
about
then
it.
she'll like always tell him, be like, well, you must have done something pretty stupid and make that happen. Be like, Jesus, mom, just let the guy drink.
Soften the blow.
Yeah, no, not my mom. Her empathy is so. I'm telling you, no matter what happened to me, she'd always be like, "What did you really do to make this happen?" Like it was never like it just couldn't. There was a reason. It's just one of those things. So
Did she tell you we went dancing Thursday night?
Oh boy,
she loves to dance. I'm
We
sure.
were
Yeah.
dancing Thursday night at the tavern.
popping, locking, dropping.
I was like, wow, Charlie has crazy moves. I was so impressed.
He can dance.
He can dance. No idea. Had no idea.
Phil. I think you and Charlie need to have a good old dance on.
I'm telling you, Charlie's got moves.
You're like Kevin Bacon. I've seen you. Yeah, you got this. Footloose. I've seen it.
Did I miss something here? Boy, you got moves. I didn't know that.
Didn't you know he was a
Dance
stand-in
moves?
for Kevin Bacon on Footloose? you didn't
Wasn't
see
he
that
like
movie?
4?
Well,
Wow. Mm.
That's a tough song to dance to.
I remember my high school did a play about that, like Footloose.
Yeah.
And all the kids that went out for it like could not dance. It was the best
That's
play
awesome.
I've ever seen
That's
in my life. It
hilarious.
was amazing.
was it funny?
Yeah, it was pure terror for them, and I loved it.
That's
It was
great.
just like watching these kids, like they're like shaking because they know none of them can dance, and they're like trying to. Oh my god, it was so funny.
Your mom's got moves.
She's got something
She's got moves.
like Jagger. Yeah, maybe.
I sometimes you guys, I just
So we went out. I picked up this guy and Jeff, and we went to Hammondsport yesterday.
Okay.
And we went to Living Roots.
Oh, I guess
Pop-up
that's
tent.
Steuben County, so that's not a Yates County field
No.
trip. That's Finger Lakes, though.
It was Finger Lakes.
Chico Lake area.
Aiden was the Kevin Bacon lead dude.
Jeez, newbie, don't give us details
Newbie.
about Footloose.
Newbie. See, I think we're talking about different plays, my man. Yeah.
Anyways, Living Roots, check it out. Everyone should check it out. I was just like, well, I thought it was in a building. No, it's an actual pop-up tent. And it's gorgeous. And I look over, I'm like, oh, look, when you come out here, you get to see all this like kind of different like plant species. It feels like that's milkweed, Marianne.
She's like, "What's that one over there? I've never seen that one before." And the what's her name, Julia?
Mhm.
She goes, "That's milkweed." And you're
I'm
like, "What?"
"Oh." I'm like,
And I'm like, "Yeah, like the monarch butterfly
I
thing."
have no idea what
Like,
that was. I felt it. It was like kind of cool. Then we went to Brewery Broken Dreams in Hammondsport. The beer there is so good. So good. Obviously, because it's such a small place, they don't do sixtels because COVID was just COVID to small businesses like that is just so unfortunate, right?
Yep.
But the beer there overall, it's a good variety. It's not like one of those breweries just has just all IPAs. It's just like maybe an IPA, pale ale. There's a stout. I saw dark beers, which I haven't seen in a while. Oh my
Whoa, Eddie.
Wait, hold on. All right. So let me just.
We want to see it on the front porch, though. We got to see this all together.
They look like they're dying.
This is just. Hold on. Let me just. I got to show every. Sorry to interrupt your story.
Dude.
But we got to go.
Yeah.
Share.
Newbie, you're right. Aiden was good. That was the older you know him. I'm talking about a younger one. You'd love it. You'd love it.
So
I'm sure there's still video of it.
these flowers.
It looked like you robbed a funeral area.
It does look like you robbed a funeral home. In lieu of flowers. This is why they always say in lieu of flowers, is because they don't want this in their. Holy
Oh my
smokes.
God.
Don't give these to a woman. Those ones, maybe. I don't know.
I can see Eddie breaking it. Well, on It's Rare today, I was told the best way to a woman's heart is to kick down her door and give her flowers.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Do
Eddie.
not break in nobody break in anybody's
You
house.
should break into Phil's place and drop all that stuff at
That is
his
not-
place.
Listen, in Yates County, break in nobody's house is not a healthy decision.
Not in Yates County.
Not in Yates County. Do not.
That's crazy.
It's-
That's crazy stupid. I told you. So, why couldn't you just say no? I don't want these flowers. Give them, just throw them away.
Scott last weekend, he goes, nobody break into Phil's house when we were out shooting.
Yeah. No.
Nice.
And well, you got Hawkeye, so Hawkeye's
Well, he
my
said,
guard dog.
he knows about Hawkeye. And then, when he saw me slam that jug with the 44, he was like, don't.
Stay
Don't.
away from Phil's house.
Send a text ahead of time.
How you doing?
Knock.
Dude, so there was they were doing. You heard about Cuomo's gun thing, and I don't want to get too much on it, but
Oh yeah, let's go deep on that
I
one.
haven't heard.
they
of-
were doing like statistics on because the big thing everyone tries to fight is that guns in the home kill people in the home more than they do people outside.
True.
And they're trying to like bring up stats, but where do they I don't know where they get these statistics from. Like when they bring up like percentages of stuff like this, like where does it really come from?
Well,
Do they just like pull up a database, or is it like a bullshit?
there's
these are the
a couple different ways that they get the stats. Some of them they get from FBI reports if they make it into FBI reports. Some of them they get from a lot of the studies go to like the news. Like they go to newspaper reports.
Okay.
And then they try to figure out from the newspaper reports what's going on. There was a CDC report a couple years ago, but they never publicized it because it actually was favorable for guns, and so they buried it.
When your hypothesis doesn't work out.
Yeah. They're not allowed to use federal money to lobby against guns. But they're allowed to study it. Everybody says that they're not allowed to study it. They're absolutely allowed to study it, and they have. It just didn't pan out the way that they thought it would. So you didn't hear about it.
Gotcha. So really, it's not true. Like statistics aren't like, you can't take it to the bank, right? It's not like, what do you think?
Statistics. What do they always say about statistics, right? Basically, it's you can make any lie that you want true with statistics. You just have to frame it the right way.
Right.
Frame the question the right way, or analyze the data the right way. And that's why we have peer review in the research world, in the science world. You don't get published unless in a reputable journal, unless you're peer reviewed, which means that you get a bunch of experts in the field that the study is done, and they all have to go through it first before it can proceed.
How many reputable journals are there now?
Tons.
Oh, really?
Tons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They're like hundreds and hundreds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it seems like it's getting like, are journals like newspapers, you're saying? I mean,
But you can also get published in less reputable journals, and then the news will pick it up anyway.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right. So that's why that's how they lie to you, right? They lie to you by getting things. Some of the stuff that the news picks up isn't even published at all. They just get like, oh, well, this says that. You see these articles that come out that just say stuff that seems like obvious bullshit. And then it turns out like 3 weeks later that it was bullshit.
Right.
Right. But then the part where it was bullshit gets buried, but the part where they found something gets talked about 24/7 on the news, and then they never come back. And this, as soon as they say it on the news, it takes on enough power,
Yeah. So you just brought up something, and I know we're on the Cuomo thing, but hold on. Let's pull back because this was actually a really good conversation I had last night, and I'm interested in your opinion. So both of you, what do you think? What do you guys think about the police beat being posted on Facebook on people that aren't guilty?
What do you mean?
So if you're on Facebook and you follow Yates County sheriffs, on there, they'll say, so-and-so, blah, 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 this happened.
Right.
And there's no proof if it happened or if it didn't happen.
Right.
But they were called out to do that. Oh. And then, so
yeah,
if something, whatever, I don't know, like put anything in there. If that didn't really happen.
Right.
Like now, doesn't matter. Your name's tarnished.
Bingo.
For like, especially if it's something really bad. Like, and I hate to even talk about it, but like, I don't know, like sexual harassment or anything like that, or touching someone young, under the age of 18. It's like, yeah, I know we always should probably try to back the victim and do our justice to find out if it's true, but at the same time, should their name be thrown on the internet until we know for sure what's true and what's not true? I mean, I don't know, because I think, how do you come back from it if it isn't true?
Right.
Because no matter what, everyone's going to look at you and be like, yeah, I mean, I even feel that way, and I try not to. If I read something about somebody, later on they get acquitted or it wasn't true, you still in the back of your head, you're like, well, remember when this and this happened to them? So
there's a thing called, and I'm not going to address it directly, but I'm just going to mention something, and then I'll let you give your thoughts on it. There's a thing called anchoring bias. Have you ever heard of anchoring bias? So this is like a big deal with things like even real estate, right? So if you see a house and it could be the exact same house, you could have two of the exact same house, and one of them's listed for $230,000 and one of them's listed for $130,000. You're going to think, first off, that the $230,000 one is worth more. And then when you go to negotiate with them, you're going to base it on the thing that they first said. So you're going to base your negotiations around the fact that they listed it for 230, rather than the fact that that it's exactly the same value as one that was listed for 130. So you get anchored onto an idea based on whatever was the first thing that was mentioned.
Okay.
And that plays into this huge, right?
Right.
You see that somebody was accused of something, and there's a large part of our population that's immediately going to jump to, oh, well, don't break the law then.
Right.
Right. Even if they didn't. So I think it's a really complicated issue. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's pretty sad. I mean, it's the same concept like Lake to Lake Bulletin that we have here, right? It's just a different platform, if you will. You're right. You always think about the victim, but then there could be a falsely accused other person, right? That plays into effect. And then, yeah, you're right. It's totally tarnished on that afterwards. Because I would hate for someone to accuse me of something and then I have to always constantly defend myself.
Oh, yeah. And if you get Googled, somebody Googles you, it's going to be there.
Yes. It's unfair. It's unfair on both ends. Not everyone's going to be happy, because then even the victims, like,
that's true. Even the victims sometimes don't.
Right.
Doesn't want something like that out there.
I don't know if I really necessarily like how they put that on. I don't know why they feel like they need to put it on Facebook. Why do they even have a Facebook? Or maybe because it helps people find, hey, we're looking for this person. If you find this person, that's
I think they're calling it transparency. And like they're trying to be transparent of what they're doing out there and like what's going on.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like
It's tricky.
It is.
I don't care as much about transparency about what you're going out and doing. You don't have to list people's names or their address.
Right.
You know, you don't have to be like so-and-so address this and this happened. And it's like, dude, I don't know if I've been victim of not a crime, but most of us probably have had rumors spread about us that were not true,
right,
in any way, shape, or form, that people now, and sometimes we don't even know, look at you and say, well, I heard, you know, and it's just like Phil's know. We've had conversations where somebody's done that to me. And I'm like, if you get to know me, you'd know it'd be impossible. Like, you know, it's just not, it's not right. And then now you're putting it on Facebook and you're a police. You're the police, right? So, you know, your accountability, well, your credibility is pretty high for most people around here. I mean, in the city, maybe not, but around here, the police are as good as God. You know, I mean, that's the way people think. So if you're going to put it up there, it's like.
So you've got like two conflicting things, right? So the one is, as far as like a kind of a positive and kind of a like a real negative. The big real negative is that in this country, we've got a concept that, man, I'll tell you what, I wish that more people would remember is supposed to be, the foundation of our legal system, which is the presumption of innocence.
Right.
That you literally, until you've been found guilty, you should be treated like you're innocent.
Right.
And that's just, I mean, people right now, most of the people you talk to, I'm not getting that from them.
No.
That they want that even. And that scares me because we have to have that. That's the foundation of our legal system. If we don't have that, we've got nothing. Not
only legal system, I mean, just common human decency. Like there was an accident that was posted on Facebook a few weeks ago, and the audience like totally was hard on this other person about he should have known better, it was speeding or this or that. And it's like, you know what, if you put yourself in the other person's shoes, hopefully that will never happen, but I'm pretty sure the last thing you need is like this other person died because of this accident, but he will have to live with that forever. But he doesn't need everyone else to say how bad of a person you are. Just you weren't there, you have no concept as to what happened. I just wish that people were just nicer to each other and more understanding.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Is that the one
that was one of the, well, that's one of the big ones. There's another one, but that's exactly kind of where I was going, was like, if you read the Facebook comments on that post, oh my, like
that was the one from,
it was like all these people have never made a mistake in their lives. Like you're like reading and they're all just like trashing. And then you start looking at their names, and since they're local, you know them, you're like, dude, I've seen you do things way more reckless. And you're going to sit here and you're going to try to be like the judge, jury, you know, like no way. Yeah. Like, it's funny. Like, what's the saying? My mom used to tell me all the time, those in the glass house shouldn't throw stones, you know, it's like, and that's all everyone was doing on that. Cause
there were some people that piped up and that kind of had the same, what I was just saying too. Hopefully you'll never be put in this situation, but goddamn, if you were put in that situation, let me tell you something. It is not nice.
No,
it's a very dark place.
Nothing nice about it.
If it was something where the person was hammered drunk, got a deed and killed somebody because they were like just a real reckless, I can understand. Maybe we can all say, well, we wouldn't get behind a wheel that out of control drunk. There was nothing like that, a mistake, you know, and of course, you know,
but people just jumped on it. Oh, like he was drunk or this or that. It's just like,
no,
you even know who this blood person test.
Is? Like, no, there was no alcohol.
Accidents happen, and it's so unfortunate.
People like headlines rather than and even like what the information you have that day. Like you got to let information develop before you can really truly judge something.
Well, everybody wants information like right now, and then of course Facebook's impeccable of just putting the first few words, and everyone's like, oh, and they'll just share it without actually reading the article, because they just know everything in 2 seconds. But you have to put some time and effort and try to understand everybody's point of view, and then move forward on it.
Yeah,
and the things are, I mean, it's just crazy. We had it happen before with a family member. I mean, you guys know the family member, but I don't want to put it out there. We're trying to get them help because they had drug addiction problems. So called the police on them, hoping that the police would take them in. get them help so they could get better. And what happens first thing? They put it on Facebook. Yeah. Oh, so-and-so did this. They stole this, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, that's not helping people get better, especially people, younger people that are on Facebook, and they're putting their name, their address, and they're getting mocked. And it's like, it just feels like, now anymore, there's no, why does everything have to be out in the public?
Now, here's the other side of it. And I'm not arguing for this side, but here's the other side of it. We've had experiences together where there have been people who were hazardous to the community, and who, were these serial offenders who you knew that they were going to just go out and do something else.
Right.
And you kind of want to know that they're on like some kind of a streak, so that you can pay attention if they come into your place, that you say, hey, we're not doing that here.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure like everything else, I mean, there's always a better way, the right way. Yeah. What is the right way? I don't know. But maybe putting it on a public forum where people can comment isn't the right forum.
No.
Because I don't think it should be right that you can click on a story and absolutely trash somebody that you have no clue what really happened. And then their family's reading it. They're reading it. And I'm sure they already feel bad about themselves as it is. Right. I mean, no one needs you to white knight and say what's right and what's wrong, because white knights are killing everything. These people that think they're way better and everyone else, like, stop it. You're no better than any of us. Yeah. Get out of here. So
just being again, just decent towards one another. I mean, this is just a side note. I was bitching it to you about this. I had a customer come in at the bar the other night, and she's asking like, oh, how are things? Like, yeah, things are good. It's busy. And she's like, yeah, your ratings are like, bad and good. And I'm like, at this point, this is like my third day straight at being crazy busy, and I'm just doing the best I can. And I didn't know how I'm like, we can't please everyone. I'm like, what do you want me to say?
You should be allowed to choke a person that says that to you for just like 5 seconds.
I was like, why would you say that to me? Like, do you not see that I was really but that
you're
ruined,
here, judge for yourself.
That ruins my night. And
that
really pissed me off.
That ruins your week.
Well, and so then Rachel was like, well, where did she see it? So then I started looking at TripAdvisor.
Don't do that.
Well, so listen, I looked in TripAdvisor and I was like, these are all old.
You won't be able to. I can't sleep.
So somebody was pissed in September 2020. I'm like, fuck, everybody was angry in 2020. You know what I mean? It made me mad. But then I like vented and I'm like, okay, and now I'm okay. I'm like, okay now. But like even Friday night when we had live music and Sherry Rotka was there, she's jamming, and I just went up to the microphone because we got killed yet again, and we don't have a lot of staff. We just don't.
Right.
And I just made sure to go on the microphone. I'm like, you know what? Thank you everyone for being just so patient, so awesome, so understanding, and we honestly fully appreciate that. I know I screwed up a few orders with Shar. Shar probably wanted to choke me and be like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I have some customers helping me bus tables because I was just like, people would walk in and I would just not look at them because I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I was just and Jeff was there. Jeff was like giving me pep talks. He's like, you got this. Just calm down. Take it easy. Right. Slow. But I wear my emotions on my face. I'm like, did I look like I was angry? And he's like, no, you just look like you're overwhelmed and confused all the time. Well, I'm like, at least I didn't look like I was a bitch, but I tried really hard. So I kept reminding myself to smile and just be like, hey, because I'm so happy everyone's there. But I'm like, I have like 10 orders I have to remember in my head at this exact moment. But I was just like, I just want to remind everyone, just be nice to everyone out there, because that wasn't fair that what that lady said to me. I was really bothered by that.
That bothered me. One of the first things I learned was never to look at reviews.
No.
I used to, and that's sad because as a business owner, you really want to reply. Mm-hmm. But more and more around here, you understand that these people leave a review and leave. Yeah. And you can put a reply and maybe others read it. But at the end of the day, it's like, I had a person during COVID say, and we really don't get many bad reviews because we I mean, I go above and beyond. Like, we'll like discount anything. We'll just do whatever we can because we just want people to be happy.
Right.
So they said, well, I was at the 18th Amendment. Would it kill somebody to smile in there? And I'm like, we're all wearing masks. Like, what do you mean? Like, and they're like, not one. And they're like, they didn't go. Not one was smiling. No one was happy to see us. It's like, what do you want from us? Like, we literally have masks on. You can't see our face. Like,
they were talking about me. I was sitting at the counter and
well, it was another business owner that we talked to yesterday, and they were asking him, like, how are things? And this business owner was honest. And he's like, just getting back in the swing of this is hard. It's very hard to do this all over again with a limited staff, with not as many restrictions, but holy God, this is hard mentally, physically, just trying to do it all over again. I just wish everybody was a little bit kinder, because there are a few people that were like talking bad about other businesses. I'm like, and I reminded them, like, look, we're all doing the best we can. We nobody wants to work on top of that.
The best part is all these people complaining about all the business, and then they do nothing. They don't offer to come in and help or offer maybe their assistance. If something's really not good, instead of going and complaining and making an ass of yourself and being a jerk, why don't you try to talk to somebody? Be like, hey, this wasn't this way. I just want to let you know. Like, that's so much better than going online and writing a shitty review.
Don't do that.
Like,
please don't.
And I think I've wrote one bad review in my life, and the only time I've ever done it was just being mistreated. Right. Like, it's not. You can give me bad food. You can give me a long wait. You can give me, but as soon as you're rude and disrespectful, I mean, that should probably be in the public. That's a little different. It doesn't have to do with the service. It has to do with the attitude. And, I can come with that because you can mess up 100 times and I'll be like, oh, it's a mistake. But as soon as somebody comes over and they treat you bad, it's like, it's kind of hard because that's not a service issue. That's just, you're just a shitty person, really, and shouldn't have a business.
Maybe, and I go back and forth. Maybe there's something going personally. Maybe there's something, and you should not bring that stuff inside. I don't know what happened in your instance.
Well, it was the business owner, which
you
really
just can't let it happen.
You just can't let it happen. Something like that as the owner, you can't.
Right.
You really if you really care about your business, you need to be respectful to people.
Yep.
But if it was a waitress, I wouldn't post a bad review.
No.
Or waiter, I would maybe say something to the manager, or somebody. But as an owner, it's like, who do you go above? That's when you go to Google. That's when you go to TripAdvisor.
Google's got you.
Because that's who's above. It's like that.
Review and then post it on YouTube.
There you go.
It's nice seeing everyone all over again, but at the same time, we also have to remember too, when people post stuff on Facebook, remember what's their perception really like. I mean, are you going to agree with this other person on many other different levels? When someone's like, people are unpleasant, and I'm like thinking, these people I work with do the best they can. How were you to them at the same time too? Somebody here?
No.
What's wrong?
No, it sounded like a drill.
I thought I heard a siren.
It was like a drilling.
Oh, you think it's a drill?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a siren.
Yeah. And have you noticed, and I hate to start feeling this way, and it sucks because I always thought I wanted to work and own business in the service industry. I used to love it when I didn't own a business because it was fun. It's chaotic. You get to meet a lot of cool people.
So many cool people.
And every once in a while, there's that one dirtbag. You're like, yeah, well, hopefully it wouldn't be sad if you died. But then now it feels like people are more and more entitled when they come into a business, especially if you serve food. The entitlement goes like, whew. I like compared to my distillery to the first thing I had this place with food. It's like people are super entitled when they think they're going to spend their money on food. I don't know if you've noticed it or not.
No, I mean, everyone's been really good at my place.
Yeah, I don't know.
Their sirens was a big accident. That's what Newbie said.
Oh, it's sirens. Good call, Phil.
I walked in yesterday to the bar, and I love the two dishwashers at Union Block, and I'm like, they're already sitting there. And I'm like, guys, ready for the last day? And they're like, fucking no. But they're like, you know what? It's just a few more hours and we made it through. But you have to be a special person to do that. Not everyone can do this industry that we are in. Not everyone can do it. It takes special people with a backbone and just the charisma. And I just love and appreciate everyone in all of these industries. And I just appreciate everything that we try to do to make everyone happy. But when someone talks bad about another business, I'm like, I try to take it upon myself to make it our experience a little bit better so they don't have such a horrible idea of this area too. And I just explain, I'm like, they're trying. They really are. It's hard. It's hard to do something when one hand's tied behind your back right now.
Yeah.
Or two.
I think.
Or just everyone's tied down. Don't make this weird, kinky stuff.
And until you do it, you don't know even if you have the personality for it.
Fact.
I didn't find out. Like, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I'm not built for it. No way. So anyone that can do it's like more since doing it, my respect for people that like do this like every day, every night. It's like, dude, out of this world. I'm not built for it. Some people are. I can't handle the criticism. I get instantly offended and I take it personally. And it's like, you can't do that. Like, and these people, imagine the big restaurants, they deal with it every night.
Yeah.
Every night they deal with something like that. And it's like, they go out there, handle it, go back and just do it again and wake up excited to do it every day. And it's like, you guys are crazy. Those people are crazy. That's what they are.
No, they're good people. But on top of that, at my day job, I was getting hammered with angry phone calls every day on top of that. So I'm already tired going into the bar. But then at least with people at the bar, I can make things right really quick. I'm like, you don't like that? I'll take care of something else. You want this? Let's do that. But the other people, it was just a tough week. Yeah. It was a tough week.
Phil, you'd be good at it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Phil says he's going to help me out at the bar next week.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Wow, I don't remember that.
I do.
I'm pretty sure that never happened.
I feel like if you go...
I'm a pretty patient guy, though.
If Phil was a manager somewhere and you go up to him and you try to be extremely rude and say things, I feel like he's composed enough that he can stop you, make you feel little, and send you back. Where I'm more like, I'll take it and then I'll go, well, if you don't fucking like it, then get out. I don't need like because that's just how I'm like, I instantly like I can just feel. I know Phil can like, he's good at making people feel little.
Oh, come on.
Let's see how Phil does next week at the bar.
Trust me.
I do not.
Trust me.
You do.
Yeah.
Only dicks.
You're good at making, and the best part is when people are too dumb to know that Phil's talking down to them. Those are my favorite people. I almost cry laughing when he does that. He'll be like saying like big words, saying mean shit to people, and they'll just be like shaking their head and they'll like saying stuff, and I'll be like, dude, Phil is literally telling you you are the dumbest person in the world. Like, you should just get away from him at this point. Good. Yep. Oh man. Yeah. See, that's the type of personality for stuff like that. It's like, you got to be able to walk the walk, right? You play the game. Like, you want to be that way? Well, be this way and handle it and do it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, when I get really intense or busy, I start singing. Just to, it calms me down. What do you mean?
Well, you sing a song that you sing a lot?
No, I can't. I can't think of a song I kept singing over and over and over.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Is it AC/DC?
Right? No, I forgot. I was singing. I was actually singing at my day job too. Because Joe was like, "Are you singing?" I'm like, "I'm stressed," so I have to like put myself in a good mood again. I can't remember what I was singing though.
Is it like a shanty, like a sea shanty?
It's not like Nicki Minaj or Cardi B or something.
I think it was like an older song. Oh. No, but I don't know how to sing any of those songs. WAP?
Nat King Cole.
Do you know WAP?
Yeah, was it that song?
No.
You were singing WAP?
God, no.
Why did you bring that up?
That's a dirty song.
There's a parody. There's a parody of it called Wings and Pizza.
Oh boy.
And it's so funny.
But I was like, because like Kevin exposed me to this song, and I was like,
of course Kevin would know this song. I'm sure he does. He's probably got the video saved. He's like, here, check out this song.
Stop it. No, but I'm like, it kind of gets stuck in your head, and it's kind of like a cool thing. But I'm like, the lyrics are like, wow.
You should watch the Ben Shapiro version of it.
It sounds like a venereal disease.
Oh my god, no.
That's so funny.
He got hammered for that.
Did he? Oh well.
Yeah, because everybody said, everybody made fun of him.
That's fine.
Because he's basically, for saying that it sounded like a venereal disease, they're all like, oh, because you can't make your wife
happy.
Yeah, and that's funny because I think Ben Shapiro's a douche, but he's still funny. Like some of his judgments
can be,
and
yeah.
criticisms are so I shouldn't say that word, so stupid that it's just like you can't even get behind it.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, that's he is pretty funny though. Same thing with Jordan Peterson.
JP.
Some of his takes on stuff are pretty hilarious to me. Like he's like does this like, oh, if you're an alpha male, you can like, and he's the least alpha guy you like I've seen talk about being alpha male, and it's just so I
don't know.
Like he'll be on Joe Rogan telling Joe Rogan about alpha males, and like Joe's looking at him like, I'll kill you, like right here, like you're not an alpha.
Joe Rogan likes him though.
Yeah, he does, but no, it's just funny. It's watching like because you look at Joe, who's like, I mean, come on, and then you look at Peterson, who's like just this thin, frail guy, won't drink and won't go do this just because it's not right.
He's carnivore though.
That is cool, but he does have like
that's why he gets that primal, us carnivores.
Yeah, but see, you can be primal, he can't. It's just like he's pretty frail. Yeah, I bet you can't bench 135.
That's disappointing. He probably weighs 135.
He probably does.
Little man.
I went out. So yesterday, let's skip forward to today. I actually got my run in today.
Awesome.
Yesterday, I did some sprinting.
Did you?
Today.
Yeah. I just need to walk again.
Ran like probably a few miles, just fast as I could.
I can't get back in the swing of
things. Great.
Ugh. It's so busy right now.
I bumped into like 1,900 dogs on the trail, which is cool.
Yeah.
They were all chill except for the one. And
was it a Chihuahua?
There was so much poop.
Dog.
I was just so disappointed by the poop,
Pick up the poop.
Here's the thing. Two things, right?
One.
So one, just pick up the poop and take it with you.
Yes.
You just like, it's not that hard.
No.
And if you need little bags or something, just come find me. I'll give you some. I'll just give in a little like thing to hook onto the leash.
Is there a thing you could put down there for like little poop bags?
Oh, I can't. So the part of the trail that I'm involved with more, we've got those.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Then what's the excuse? There should be zero excuse.
Well, the part of the trail where there's problem is not the part. Right. So the part inside Penyan saw a lot of poop. There was a sock on. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, listen. So a couple things, right? So one, just take a bag, pick up the poop, take it with you. If you're not going to do that, don't put the poop in a bag and then leave the bag there.
No.
People have done that.
People do that all the time. They take the poop, they put it in a bag, and then they leave the bag. It's like, you'd be better off just leaving the poop.
Someone left that on my patio.
What?
Yeah. You just leave the poop. I mean, if you're not going to take it with you, don't leave a bag of poop.
No,
that's worse.
I took care of it,
wonder if.
I mean, don't leave the poop. Take the poop, but come on, grow up.
I wonder if it's maybe
don't be dirty.
You don't want to carry it the whole way, so on your way back, you're thinking I'm going to grab it and throw it out.
Maybe,
Well,
maybe.
and then
you would hope,
and then
that
like 19 people forget.
Right. I mean, that's what you'd hope, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
Like I've done that where I'll leave it and come back and get it.
Yeah.
But no, this is more than that.
Yeah. No, I tried it. It's one of those things
gross.
you hope that people just forgot. And
we're trying to be good, decent human beings to one another.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we're trying to do starting today.
Well, that's too bad.
Starting today,
we're going to be good, decent human beings towards
don't
one
be
another.
filthy.
The best dog story with a human I've had in Penyan is sitting outside of your bar hammering a bottle of wine. So let me tell you the story.
Okay.
So I don't know I can't remember who I was with, but I
Mary?
got no, I'm trying to think of the wine. It was good. It's good. It's a good red wine.
Good red wine.
It was a Tempranillo. It's something Spanish, like Spanish wine. Do you ever bring in like a
Monte-
Tempranillo, Grenache, or
No, I can't think of it right now. Rioja?
Rioja? There we go. It was a
Rioja.
Rioja. There we go. So I have a nice bottle of Rioja, hang out, and all of a sudden I hear this lady yelling across the, like, what do you want to call it?
Outlet?
Sure. Across the outlet.
The waterway?
And
Outlet?
I look over, as cool as I can be. I'm sure I got big shades, my fedora, and I look over, and this pit bull is full on gunning it for a duck. and this lady's holding on for all she's got, and she's like, and he just jamming, and she's trying to stop, and you can just see her like heels digging in, just goes flying, dude. She launched in, and the dog stops right before the water, and this lady goes into the water. Bam! She's so pissed. She's so mad. I am telling you, I haven't actually cried tears from something in forever. It was so goddamn funny that the dog didn't get wet and just sent her packing. Oh man. Oh, it was so funny.
So the lesson we learned is just let the dog go.
Yeah. Don't hold on to the. Just let him jump in.
When was this?
Oh, it must have been last year. I don't know if I ever told you the story. It was so funny. The
wish I
fedora
saw
and the
that.
big glasses and the fancy wasn't true, but yeah, the rest was absolutely
I
true.
love it.
So
I've seen some of the funniest stuff actually just sitting on that patio though. Like just sitting on that patio with
Didn't someone, like-
with the view of the trail over there. There's just like
Do you remember the time where the kids were like they pushed the picnic table in the outlet
yeah,
and then you ran after
I
them?
did.
did you really?
Call the
did.
cops, right?
What happened?
I was
I
in
gotta hear
hot
this story.
pursuit.
He was in hot pursuit.
What happened?
A
I
few
want the
years ago.
story.
It was a few years ago.
I looked over across the out. We were sitting at the bar inside actually.
Yes.
And I was watching through the window and I'm like, what are those kids doing? And they took a picnic table
Uh-huh.
and they threw it into the outlet
Why?
Because they're kids.
because they're assholes.
Like how old were they? If you had to
like
guess?
Teenagers.
Or
They're
whatever,
like,
yeah.
I don't know, like
I don't know.
16.
I don't know.
Assholes. Like there's no 16-year-old. I'm sorry if you're 16. There's no 16-year-old that's not at least a little bit of an asshole.
I don't think any 16.
Well, I wasn't, but
At
maybe
least-
others were.
Especially boys that are 16. Like 16-year-old
Forward.
boys, like
The
every one of
forward.
them is an asshole. Let's just be real.
So
So I
God,
took
passionate.
I was like, I saw him going down the way, and I was like, I went up on the bridge so I could spot him and figure out who it was.
It's not the new bridge. It's the bridge.
Right? The new bridge wasn't there
No,
yet.
it wasn't there yet. So, but did we call the cops?
I thought we did.
I think we called the
I thought
cops
we did.
too. Yeah.
Did you get the thing out of the?
I think that the village went in and
Village had
hooked it.
to.
That because it gets sucked down. The thing is, like, that's actually super dangerous to throw them in there because it can get sucked down in to the lock.
Mm,
So they went in and hooked it.
That's crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that didn't. Go
I thought
into-
you were gonna do like Batman justice on him. Like you're gonna.
He
go
wanted
down.
to.
I thought about, like if I had a cape, I could have just jumped off the bridge and glided down there.
And just beat the piss out of him.
Oh, and have a deep voice.
Yeah,
I'm Batman. And I could have just like had like a
Assholes.
utility belt.
that would have been awesome.
Been like, hey, bunch of assholes, go get it.
yeah, and pepper sprayed him.
Here's a batarang.
Oh,
Take the
pepper
batarang,
Yeah.
hook it. You guys are pulling it out.
Yeah, and then would you get in the Batmobile or no?
Jump on his bike.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
jump on
okay.
his bike.
Like who wouldn't get in the Batmobile?
Well, not if you're driving. I wouldn't. So, I just feel like you'd be reckless with a Batmobile.
Me too.
Yeah.
Batman's pretty reckless with the Batmobile.
Yeah, but you're way more reckless.
Yeah, but he's at least sexy while he's doing it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know I would be.
Oh,
Okay, talking about superheroes, you guys are gonna love this story.
sexy
So
superheroes.
yesterday was Dundee Days. For anybody that doesn't know
Oh.
what Dundee Days
I
is,
don't
You
know
didn't
what that
tell me
is.
that yesterday was Dundee Days.
I
Happy
didn't know you loved
belated
Dundee Days. But
Dundee Day.
so everybody in Dundee sells all the bullshit they don't want. And then next year, the bullshit they bought, they resell again the next year. So it's just like a big flip flop of money and bullshit. So,
What'd you
anyways,
put out?
nothing. I tried to put Mary out, so, but no.
She
Anyways,
was like, boy.
I walk out the door, and there's this little Iron Man kid walking by. He's like full on dressed Iron Man,
Cute.
and I was like, Mary, what the hell's Tony Stark doing here? Dude, this kid looks at me and straight flexes at me. He and he was like 4 or 5, and I was like,
He's got you.
and I look at Mary, I'm like, should I beat him up to save my reputation, or like what should I do? Like, like I don't know.
I've
She's
been
like,
challenged.
she's like, it just doesn't look good either way. She's like, because if he kicks your ass, it's just gonna look really bad for you. So you might want to leave it alone. It's so funny. This little kid just straight flexed at me. His dad's like, move! Like, what are you doing? You trying to fight that guy?
Oh my god.
It was awesome. I've
That's
never felt more
cool.
like. I just felt little. I
How-
felt weak.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How many kids do you want now?
None. I was gonna
Okay.
sick my husky on him. Is what I was thinking. I was gonna let her get him. So he's lucky. It's lucky his dad was with him. That was so funny.
That's
I
such a
can't
good
believe
age.
full dressed Iron Man flexing at people walking out their door
That's
on my
awesome.
lawn too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not the street.
Inconceivable.
I love
Can't
it.
believe it.
I love it.
Jesse Jane beats up little kid.
No, little
At,
kid
Iron
beats
Man.
up
at
just
Dundee
Jane.
Days.
At Dundee Days.
Dundee Days.
Dundee
It will-
Days incident.
It will be celebrated.
Dundee man.
Distiller beats up child.
Dundee distiller disrespects.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Then wears mask around.
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna go inside and grab your costume,
No, wait, no. I was
and
actually
then Mary's gonna be like, "Which one? The sexy one?"
no. I was really wondering if I should just try to take him down.
The sexy one. Marianne's really hoping that you've got a
Do you
sexy
have a sexy
superhero costume.
As sexy as I get is that floral shirt looking like Magnum PI.
Oh
With a
my
mustache.
god!
Yeah.
Your dad last night had that shirt on. I realized he does the unbuttoning thing too.
It runs
He
in the
does.
family.
He does.
Because I think Kevin's like, I think there's a button there that you. And they're like, no.
We have competitions who can go
Sir.
with the least buttons. That's why there's the Nantucket too. If you ever go to Nantucket, it's called the Nantucket too because everyone has 2 buttons and that's it. So you're from around there.
2 of them
You've been to
buttoned.
Nantucket.
Negative.
Only
Ghost
2 of
Rider.
them buttoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been.
You've
to
never been to
Nantucket.
Nantucket.
Nope.
You grew up like 2 hours from there.
I've never been there.
Really?
Well, let's go
When? When do we have? Do you have free time?
right now. We'll go right now.
Are we all doing the Nantucket too or not?
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
I
I have
mean,
to do the Nantucket.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't mean.
No.
Swear.
Okay.
Nantucket. too.
Nantucket. I am.
Yeah.
I am going away.
It doesn't matter which 2.
You know, there is no one decides which 2 you do. So,
Well, there you go.
but usually it's supposed to be
So you could do like the middle
your
2.
bottom's undone, and then your top 3, and it's just like 2 in the middle here. It's the Nantucket too.
I'm on it. I'll figure it out.
Oh, maybe we can get I don't know Joe to come pick us up at the Joe from Wings, Nantucket Airlines.
Oh.
I don't understand.
Wings.
Wings.
The show Wings.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Or
It's
Brian.
so
We could get
funny.
Joe or Brian or both.
I really do. I want to watch Wings
If-
now.
If,
Lowell can fix the plane for him.
if Aaron Wagner's watching, he's got a house in Nantucket. We can all go stay at Aaron's house.
We'll just stay at Aaron's
If
house.
they can't come, Roy will send his plane.
Joe Hackett.
Joe Hackett.
We'll get there. Helen will give us some soup or something.
I gotta watch Wings. I love that show. It's so funny.
I don't even know what that show is.
Adrian will give us a ride down to show off our Nantucket too.
If she doesn't fall for the Nantucket too, she won't fall for nothing. I'll tell you,
All right.
that's the truth.
Do you have to be in Nantucket for it to be effective?
Yeah, because around
Oh.
you just look like a douche if you don't anywhere else. So
Fair.
yeah,
Joe Hackett.
I'm in the middle of Hulu. Yes.
No kidding.
That's
How about
awesome.
that?
That's funny.
noob.
Newbie's watching Wings.
Mumby. It's my Mumby.
Man, this has been an interesting show. I'll tell you what. This has gone down to
Been everywhere.
some paths here.
I like it.
What did I say we were going to talk about? I forgot.
Did you say
I've completely forgotten. No, I said field trips in Yates County,
Oh, dude, will you watch that McGregor thing before we?
like on the show.
Can you watch it real quick and then
Is it?
give us
How do
your
I find it? Let's see. Is it on here?
UFC
UFC?
264
There it is. UFC Live.
and
All
McGregor.
right. I'm gonna have to mute it.
I'd put McGregor on there because that's the only way that you'll see.
You have to mute it.
There's a press.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to show. That looks like the press conference.
Interview.
It'll have to go down.
Reaction. This
No,
no, it looks like
keep going.
just stills.
Huh.
Whoa! Look at his face. Ouch.
Doctor reacts. Let's do the doctor
It was
reacts.
10 hours ago. Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It'll show it.
We'll just
Survivors of
mute. Okay. All right. So we're not gonna show it to you, and you're not gonna hear the audio, but you can look it up. Not now. Okay. So
Watch.
Oh my god.
he's pushing off of his left foot,
Oh god.
and then he pushes off again, and there goes the tib fib.
Ah.
Yeah.
So it just like so those bones.
So I'm sure that was already broken.
Are snapped clean through.
Yeah.
Like they're just done.
Yeah.
How do you get those suckers to grow back?
It was already like a non-displaced fracture, and then he pushed off of it and it displaced.
Oh.
That's what my guess is that was already broken.
It's hard to watch.
I don't
This
wanna-
stuff is
stop
so hard to
Stop
watch.
it.
Oh.
I don't want to stop it. Stop.
No, it gets worse, Phil.
No!
Wait till it gets worse.
It gets worse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't really know at first. He like tries to put more weight and it's just like
What? He's because it already hurt, and he's like, all right, well, obviously this is gonna hurt. He was probably just getting ready to roundhouse kick the guy again with that same leg too.
Oh my God, why are we watching this still?
Oh, and he brings it up,
yeah, this is where it gets bad.
and then and then what?
His leg looks very muscular, though, I have to say.
Yeah, that's not straight.
No. There you go. That's where it gets bad.
Oh,
That's where it gets bad.
Yep, there it goes. Now it's yep.
Is it broken now?
Oh no, it's been
yes,
broke.
it remains broken. Yes, it continues to be broken.
So that's
It'll
the
be
gist
6 to
of
8
it,
weeks.
Phil.
He's gonna have 6 to 8 weeks before it's not broken.
That's what it is right there.
Oh.
Nope.
And then it hits,
No.
and then the broken end hits the mat. Did it break the skin?
No.
No.
No,
I thought
it hit
it.
the mat and it
would.
didn't break the skin.
No.
I mean that sharp edge of the bone could easily just cut right through
Stop.
the skin, you know.
Okay, we know. I didn't know, but now I had a feeling. Can we turn this off, please?
Oh wait, no, we're gonna see the X-rays now.
No. God.
Radiograph.
Oh, X-rays won't look bad, Maria.
Oh no, this is a rendering. This isn't even an X-ray.
I don't even.
He's just
think-
showing what he thinks happened.
Oh my God.
So there's the tibia. There he's pointing out the tibia and the fibula.
Oh my God.
So if anyone wants to watch, we're watching Doctor
And he's
reacts
like-
to Conor McGregor nasty broken leg.
Okay.
Womp,
Phil, you should
Womp.
do this.
Yeah, Phil, you should do
Womp.
this. This would make a lot of money if you did like sports injuries and broke them down.
Yeah.
But you have to look that good looking too.
Oh,
Wait, you think that guy's good looking?
I'm way better looking than that guy.
His hair. looks
Everybody look
really
up
good.
Doctor reacts to Conor McGregor nasty broken leg at UFC 264.
What happened?
What happened with 2 question marks.
Boop, boop.
And just tell me how much better looking I am than that doctor. Brian Sutter, MD.
He doesn't have many subscribers.
Yeah, he does.
I thought it only said 324.
Oh, that's at 324,000.
Oh, maybe I didn't see the 1,000 part.
Yeah, so that looked
That little K at the end.
that looked messed up, dude.
Okay, can we go?
Yeah, well, you know what? Give him like 2 months. He'll be okay.
Does it ever fully heal?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, he might, especially the way where he broke it. He broke it kind of up on the shaft of the bone. So they get that stabilized. That spot where it heals will be the strongest part of that bone.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
So I should just break my bone into small pieces and then I'll just have infinitely stronger bones.
Yeah, I'll help.
I'm sure you will.
Which one are we breaking today?
If it went through the joint, see what happened with mine that made it less good was that in addition to the fracture that I had, I dislocated it. I basically tore through the cartilage that joins the 2 bones at the bottom, blew out a lot of the ligaments, like everything was messed up. The soft tissue injury was more of an issue than the fracture itself. And then not only that, but the fracture went through the joint in multiple places for me. So it becomes really unstable. But his being kind of in the middle of his leg, it'll heal fine.
Okay. We're good.
All right. Well, thanks, Phil.
There you go.
Dr.
That
Phil.
was
Look for
interesting.
Conor McGregor fighting again in 6 to 9 months.
Oh, you said weeks.
Yeah, but
Well-
months. Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta train.
No, yeah, I mean, you gotta train again, right?
Okay.
He'll be out of shape.
But he'll be, in 2 months he'll be walking on it.
Ugh.
Fine.
Ugh.
The guy was, and the funny part is Conor McGregor's still talking shit to the guy, like trying to fight him. And they're like, dude, your leg's broken. Like, you can't fight him anymore.
Be like
That's great.
like the chicken fight where you
I just think-
fight on one leg.
He's short. He's Irish. He's just like Mary. Like I know what they're like. They're angry people.
Is he like laying on the ground and he's like wanting to?
Like that is Mary to a T. Angry, green eyes, just mad.
Oh my god! I
Just
was
mad.
not expecting Mary. out of
Yes,
that.
newbie, the syndesmosis. Yes.
No, Mary's in that. Trust me, she's Irish and they're mad. They're mad people. I don't know why they're so angry.
So angry. Why are you so angry?
It's because they're not drinking. I think when they're not drinking, they're angry, and I can sympathize. So
I don't know if it's only when they're not drinking. Sometimes they're angry when they are drinking.
true. Yeah, I don't know why they're angry.
Why do you have to like
Yeah.
specify that it's only Irish people?
Are you chewing gum?
Mm-hmm.
I can hear it.
Yeah, sorry.
Dare you?
Yeah,
Where's that sushi?
I guess it shouldn't be just Irish people, just short people.
What does this mean? You guys move on too fast to offer relative commentary. Oh, yeah, we move on. We switch topics pretty quick. by the time we see newbies comment,
Yeah,
like we're talking about
yeah.
something completely different.
sorry, noob.
Mumby.
That's a good point.
All right.
Yeah. Now, that's why newbie's gonna have to come on. Then he gives
Hey,
us good commentary.
And before we go, some commentary on yesterday's food.
Oh my god.
We got True Roots, Ben Comstock, True Roots
Oh my God.
food truck. Unreal.
So good.
The poutine was amazing.
The poutine.
The
really
Asian.
There was the Asian.
I don't remember what it was. I just
There was a
ate it.
Korean barbecue
Pork belly sandwich.
pork belly
Yeah.
sandwich.
Sick.
It was unreal.
Oh, that's what you got? I wanted to get
I
the,
had that.
No,
I also
Phil
had the
ate the
pork
whole
schnitzel
menu.
sandwich.
How was the schnitzel?
It was also very good.
Sad I didn't get it.
The poutine was good.
Mhm.
The corn fritters were good.
I wanted the corn fritters.
I didn't have the pasta
no
thing.
the pesto.
It looked good
pasta.
though.
No.
Everybody was crushing it.
I didn't want to eat that. I wanted to eat the Asian.
I may get canceled for this, but the corn fritters were better than Seneca Farms.
They were so light and crispy.
Yeah.
Like they weren't.
I
They
don't know if
weren't.
you can say that.
They weren't
Okay.
dense.
Yeah.
They were just so like light and fluffy and like crispy on the outside. They were awesome.
The 2 bites I got, since Mary ate the majority of them, the 2 bites were delicious.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what like eating multiple bites would have been.
You must have got there right at the beginning. I never saw you.
1 o'clock.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, we were still out and about.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
went to Keg and Barrel also as well.
We were there from 1 to 3. We were going.
Oh yeah.
I went to Smoking Pete's
Just missed you.
And we're just in stew. There was
and ate again. We were so bad.
ow.
And then, yeah, then I did some work. But yeah, that doesn't matter. So yeah, fun. True Roots. Yeah, Ben Comstock's a hell of a chef. He does a good job.
He's good.
He is outrageously good.
He's got a great
And
team.
the
And the-
mango wheat is back at Laurentide.
It is.
Oh, I can only have one of those. I didn't know the mango wheat was back.
Hey, about True Roots though,
So
Yeah.
good.
the prices were like
Reasonable.
right on par for
Yeah.
all the other food trucks.
Yeah.
That are around. Like what you would pay for like a cheeseburger from a regular food truck was what they were getting for Korean barbecue pork belly sandwiches.
That's good.
And the quality was like, gourmet. You know, you can't get food like that for that.
It was fucking mint.
So if you see them, yeah, it was fucking mint. If you see them
Phil's favorite thing.
anywhere, go.
Yeah,
So-
no, when I saw that he was at Laurentide, I'm like, this was part of the agenda.
No brainer.
Was part of the agenda. I'm like, we got to go because I had to go to work.
Yep.
Afterwards. So
Before you hop off this, where did you come up with that saying? Like-
Oh, I didn't come up with it.
No, I mean, but where does it come from?
what's that?
Well,
Where's
I
that
got
fucking mint.
it's mint.
Mint?
And you gotta when you
Phil
do it,
actually uses that. Like
you gotta
and he-
like.
Oh.
It's mint.
Oh, wait, we've done this before.
So
right?
yeah, I think we've done this
Yeah,
before.
but you've never
It's
explained
mint.
like where does it come from?
It's been around.
Well,
And Phil doesn't usually just say mint. He says fucking
it's
mint.
fucking mint
Well, I like the
Yeah,
twirling of
because
the
it's exciting, you
fingers.
know. Like
Like,
it's mint. So yeah, and even if I just do, that just means mint, whether I say it or not.
I've seen you do that in front of women sometimes. They always look at you. And I was like, don't worry about it.
the girls are like, I got your number, boy.
Yeah, ladies.
Ladies.
So I got it from Minnesota when I was working out there with the hockey guys. They used mint quite a bit.
It's mint.
And it had an evolution to it. One day, this one guy who's really like passionate and energetic and like kind of like goofy guy, awesome guy. He's like, gets all excited. He's like, yeah, my wife and kid are out for the weekend. I got a 6-pack. I'm gonna watch the hockey games. Fucking mint. Like, gets all excited. And then we all just started using mint all the time. And it was like, and then it's even sometimes you just say 2-finger swipe because, and then as
2-finger swipe sounds sexual.
Same as mint, right? So then it got to where if things were even better, it'd be like, man, that's like 4-finger swipe mint.
Whoa. I'm going to 5-finger swipe mint today.
The best thing that we ever did was 17 fingers. That's how mint it was.
Marianne's never been more ashamed of you in her life.
Wow.
We just had good times. It was the good times were rolling. It was
Let the good times roll.
Yeah, but
Be like the guy from X-Men with this freaking thing.
Those were the good old. Is it X-Men or is it? Oh yeah, I guess there is one. What about
Like does this thing? That's what I needed for Iron
What
Man.
about the guy
Does he
from
look?
Reading Rainbow?
Yeah, oh my God! Don't show it to him. We're gonna get it for him. Don't show it to him.
What about the guy from Reading Rainbow?
Don't let him see it.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see you later,
Sorry,
guys.
Phil, but we just
So
seen
loud.
this is the greatest gift for you. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love this gift.
I hope it's not a hoodie because I've got all the hoodies I can handle.
So what was the question before you end? Sorry, because that was amazing. You forget you were saying someone's name.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, you got to tell us now.
Oh, I'm too youthful. Oh, you're the best. Fucking mint. You actually, I'm older than Phil.
Phil's disgusted with newbie right now. Look at Phil's face. Disgusted. So what was the guy's name though? Seriously, what were you saying? LeVar Burton.
Yeah, the guy from Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow. He doesn't know what Reading Rainbow.
Read a book. Take a look. Reading Rainbow.
No.
I can't go anywhere. You never heard that? So you ever seen Star Trek?
Didn't play
Yeah.
Dundee.
Yeah. So the guy from Star Trek that has the thing that's like that.
Oh, gotcha.
He's also the host of Reading Rainbow.
Really?
They wanted him to take over Jeopardy.
I was gonna say Jeopardy.
Yeah, but I don't think that ever obviously materialized.
Oh, that's
But that would have been
Aaron
so
Rodgers
cool.
should have it. Aaron Rodgers did a great job on Jeopardy.
I heard that.
Gordy.
Jordy.
Jordy.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
hey,
that's it.
hey, newbie, come to the Laurentide, loser.
Be nice.
No, that's how
Remember?
you get them to come.
Oh.
Yeah, talk shit.
Remember, we were gonna be nice to each other all the time.
Newbie better come.
All of us.
Yeah, you squirrely little.
All of us are gonna be decent to one another.
Whatever.
Guess not.
Newbie
All
better
right.
be there. He's been skipping.
See you guys.
All right.
Peace.